And speaking of mental health, let's talk about Will and Jada, man. This is not a let's sip the tea podcast. We're more of a let's drink the beer podcast, right? We love to drink beer over here, ain't that right? How you a baby and you love to drink beer? That's why I'm a big baby. Can I say put the bottle down because I'm drinking out of cans? Your finger deal me, your finger smell me, right? So let's talk about Will and Jada, man. Very interesting dynamic between Will and Jada because a lot of people viewed them as one of our black royalty. Oh my God. If I can't find love, if I can't find, I don't just it doesn't exist. Wait, if Will and Jada don't work, oh my God, I can't find love. Will and Jada and J and B, yeah, okay. And I've been telling y'all for years, you got to be careful following these people because what's good for them, it may not be good for you. What's good for the goose may not be good for the gander, right? And then we got Will Smith, who has finally come correct, started being honest about what's going on in his life. I'm not going to poo-poo on Will Smith about his feelings with his wife, his feelings about himself, but I have a little bit to talk about it, right? Let me see. Oh my God, stop it. Will Smith shares his feelings about Tupac Shakur. I hated that I wasn't what he was in the world. I suffered a raging jealousy. I wanted Jada to look at me like that. Let's see. And this is from the Shade Room. Roommates. The bombshells from Will Smith just keeps coming as the intimate details of his life are once again making headlines. And this latest update involves none other than the iconic Tupac Shakur. And recently, excerpt from his new memoir, Will Smith reveals he had a raging jealousy towards Tupac Shakur due to his status and very close relationship with Jada Pinkett Smith. All right, let's see. In a section of his book, speaking about Pac, Will admitted the following: in the beginning of our relationship, my mind was tortured by their connection. He was Pac, I was me. I hated that I wasn't what he was in the world, and I suffered a raging jealousy. I wanted Jada to look at me like that. If she chose me over Tupac, there was no way I could be a coward. I have rarely felt more validated. I was in a room with Tupac on multiple occasions, but I never spoke to him. The way Jada loved Pac rendered me incapable of being blah, blah, blah. Click the link to read more. I'm not trying to read more. But here's the thing, man. Protect your peace. I truly believe that no matter the relationship you're in, there's always going to be something that your partner is going to have googly eyes for. And there may be someone that your partner has more googly eyes for than you, but your partner realized, hey man, that person's not for me, and I'm going to deal with you. And it's easy to feel like your partner settled for you. It may be easy to feel like you're not as good as that person because you're not your partner's first choice, but you're the choice that they landed with. And here's how I want to flip this narrative. You're the person that worked for that human being. Y'all remember when we wanted to crown the 2012 Lakers champions because they had Kobe Bryant, Steve Nash, Dwight Howard, and Pau Gasol. It's like, well, we got a point guard. We can get everybody involved, run the pick and roll, can play off ball. He's a defensive liability, but it doesn't matter. Then we have Kobe, who's a two guard, who can catch and shoot, but who can also create for himself, who can also dictate an offense. All right, boom. Then we got Pau. Powell's a finesse big man. He can shoot the three. He can shoot the mid range. He can work on the block. You know what I mean? He can grab rebounds. And then we got Dwight Howard, who is a traditional big man. He can not even traditional big man. He's actually a big man of today's time. He can catch oops. He can block shots. He can be your defensive anchor, and he can also grab a hell of a lot of rebounds. And we go. That's a championship team. and they never won one together. Why? Because just because you are super good at something does not mean that your high level talents work well with those who are around you. And that's what I feel like happened with Will and Jada. And I've heard Jada talk about her feelings for Tupac and how she felt a certain way about him, but there was still not that connection there. It was more platonic than it was freaky. Yeah, trying to get freaky. And I think that, I'm not knocking Will for feeling some type of way. Cause I mean, that's Pac, bro. You competing with Pac. And even when you win, are you sure you won? So many men act like, oh nah, bro, I got it, so I'm good. Yeah, you got it till you good till you ain't. But we all have insecurities. We all can feel like we're that guy, but then we can also see another guy who is that guy, and we go like, you know what, I respect that guyness, and you know what? Oh shit, bro. You can talk to every woman but mine. But what happened when she talks to yours? And I think that's what Will ran into. It was just that, oh, this other guy who I respect as a killer, another guy who I wouldn't even try. My woman looks at him in a way that she doesn't look at me. And unfortunately, he passes away. So it's like, oh shit, he gone. R.I.P. to him. I won the battle, but did I really win the war? Because whatever they had going on, it didn't get resolved at a place that neither one of them wanted. And again, I'm not accusing Jada and Tupac for having like an intimate relationship, but the point that I'm making is that Tupac died before Jada could close that door, whatever door. I feel like Tupac died before Jada could close whatever door that they had, whether it's platonic or not, and Will had to fight through that. But then part of Will, like being like, oh, that's my lady, like, oh yeah, no, I'm that guy. Like I was having a conversation earlier today where it's like, do you judge a woman if she has sex with you too early? No. How am I gonna knock you for falling for me? How am I gonna knock you for falling for me? How love you, baby? How love you, baby? How can I knock you for falling for me? Like I'll be like, oh damn, bro, that girl, she trash because she gave it up to me like after the first date, and I'm sitting here like, it's the big baby. Ain't that what we wanted to do? Don't you believe in yourself enough to be like, oh my God, yeah, it's me. Yeah, I'm him. I'm him. But then you have another instance where Will is talking about he's talking about he and Dreda had drank and had sex multiple times every day for 4 months in the early days. He's like, I'm gonna satisfy this woman sexually or die trying. It's like, oh, protect your peace, King. Do what you can. Cause sometimes they got more libido than you do. Sometimes they want more dick than you got. And the thing is, you have to set the standard of, hey, baby, this is what I am. This is who I am. This is what I can offer you. This is what I want to offer you. Here's what I'm willing to give you. But this is all I got. Some of the stuff that you're asking for, I can't give it to you. I can't. I can't give it to you. Not because I don't want to, but it's because I'm not physically able to. It's not me. I'm not happy doing this. But I'm not going to die trying to make you. Well, hold on. I'm not gonna die trying to make you happy if what I'm doing to make you happy doesn't make me happy. Maybe it becomes one of those things where let's have a conversation. Is that I'm not making you happy? Do I need to do what can I do to make you happy? We discuss that. Or maybe do we need to outsource the happiness? Cause yeah, monogamy is great. Monogamy sounds good. Yeah, we have jealousy. I want to feel that like I'm gonna be totally comfortable being monogamous. My partner's gonna be totally monogamous. But if it gets to a point to where it's like, hey, I love you. I want to keep you in my life, but I can't please you. It's like, oh shit. Who can? Let's find that answer. And I think ultimately, based on what I've also read, Will Smith did that. It was like, "You do you, I'm gonna do me," and that was, "Hey, look, I can't please you, but I want you to be happy because I care that much about you."